show me affection, attention.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Miata. Welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for the love and the support. It's been a while since I've made a sit down video. For the past few months, I've just been trying to put out some of the travel content that's been sitting in my computer since December. I can't believe it's already February. This video is long overdue. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate the love and support you've been showing my channel. I wish you a happy, healthy, and prosperous year. So today's video is going to be a little different in the spirit of new year, new goals, and new me. I'm going to be getting a little personal. I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I started doing last year that helped me in my personal development or level up journey. This whole journey for me started back in 2020. Emotionally and mentally, 2020 was a very draining year for me. Physically, I didn't do much, and it shows in my waistline and the scale, but that's another video for another day. So at the beginning of 2020, I was super excited. I had all these goals that I wanted to accomplish. I started my year really motivated, ready for the year, ready for the new decade, and then Mr. C entered the building.
Guess what? Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real!
My drive and motivation just went down. For the majority of 2020, I had very little motivation when it came to personal development. The one positive thing that came out of 2020 was making the decision to seek therapy. Towards the end of 2020, I started doing online therapy, and this wasn't for any specific reason. I just had this feeling that I needed to talk to someone. Therapy is the first thing that I would say helped me in my personal development. I recommend to anyone who feels like they're stuck, they don't feel motivated to do the things that they used to be very excited about. I highly recommend trying therapy. The next thing that I started doing in 2021 is I started to focus more on myself. And this can come off a little bit selfish, but I feel like it's very necessary to be selfish in this process. I still do struggle with this. Sometimes when I do something nice for myself, I feel guilty because in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about my family members back home that I could be helping. So focusing on myself and my happiness and trying to not feel guilty about it is something that I started doing last year. The next thing that I started doing last year to help me in my personal development is to be more intentional in different areas of my life. The first area being my time. The more I started to be intentional about my time and things that I spent time on, I really started to see time as a currency. And the way I look at time now is anything that doesn't make me happy or make me money does not deserve my time. That's the mindset that I have now. And this really helped me focus on my goals and the things that I want to accomplish. Another area that I started to be more intentional about is my relationship. I started to evaluate my relationships with my friends, family, loved ones. And the more I analyzed these relationships, I started to match people energy. And now I give people the same level of effort that they give me. Since I've been doing this, I've really been able to detach myself from people and situations that were not in my best interest. Another thing that I started to be more intentional about is my mindset. I started to focus more on the positive. In the past, I was Debbie Downer, always saw the glass half empty, always focused on the negative, and I just had this negative outlook on things. Because of that, I was very guarded, I was unapproachable, and people would be like, girl, why you look so mean? Smile. I felt hurt by that. Looking back, I was was getting that because of the energy that I was putting out. Now I am a firm believer in when you put out positive energy into the universe, you get positive energy in return. Just having a positive outlook on things is definitely something that I have been doing to help me in my personal development. Another thing that I started doing last year is learning how to set healthy boundaries. Before therapy, I really thought I had boundaries, probably because I saw myself as this person who was very guarded and not a pushover. So in my head, I have boundaries. But then when I started going to therapy and just talking things out, I realized I needed to set some boundaries, especially when it came to my family and relationships. When it comes to my family, I tend to not know how to say no, and I feel guilty when I say no. And in relationships, I tend to be very passive. So these are things that I did not even realize that I needed to work on and set some boundaries. So for this year, 2022 and going forward, one of my goals for this channel is to start sharing my experience working on myself, leveling up, and just trying to be a better person. If you're watching this video and you're also on a similar journey, please leave a comment below sharing some of the things you're doing to help you in your personal development. What are you doing to stay motivated? Because let's be honest, trying to be a better person is not easy. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.